Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another NBA 2K22 tips, tricks videos to help you guys get better in 2K. We're going to be going over the best signature side jump in NBA 2K22 to help you guys get better. So let's jump into it right now. The first one is going to be the basic, and I'm going to recommend using basic for none of my builds because they're too slow. So I recommend switching to normal to make it a little bit more better for you guys. So normal is a good animation for you to start off with when you're playing through college and also the MyCOURT. When you build your player up, you can definitely choose any animation that you want. So I recommend using normal for your first time. Next one's going to be pro. Pro animation is very good. I like the dribble size ups a little bit more faster for a basic dribble size up. If you don't want to do any flair, you just want to focus on scoring. That's what I recommend pro for. Next one's going to be Giannis. Giannis doesn't have any dribble moves because they're too slow. So I wouldn't recommend using Giannis at all because the signature size up is just too slow. And it's a little bit too predictable. So I wouldn't recommend it. Carmelo Anthony pretty much got a lower, but he dribbles too wide for me and the animation is not good enough to use. So I do not recommend using Carmelo Anthony at all. Lonzo Ball dribble moves are pretty much tight and utilize basic, but it's too predictable for you to use. But the speed is good enough for you to use because it's mixed with him with a Damian Lillard type of field dribble style. Next one's going to be Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby dribble moves is very good. He gets low enough for the animation to be complete, so you can definitely utilize Mike Bibby for the game. Devin Booker is pretty much self-explanatory. He gets low enough just like Mike Bibby a little bit, and the speed is a little bit more, better for him to take off in. That's going to be Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler animation is very good. He definitely goes left and right and makes the defender a little bit lean a little bit. So you can definitely add those ankle breakers and stuff like that to the badges. You can definitely utilize that a little bit more so you can make the animation more flairable. So I do recommend using Jimmy Butler. Next is going to be Caro. His animation is pretty good. I just don't like the way he's standing there, but the animation is a little bit too slow, so I would recommend using it. Next is going to be Davis. Davis is pretty good. I like the animation that comes around it, but the animation is fast enough for you to utilize if you're not a flare guy. I do recommend using Davis. Kevin Durant, he dribbles a little bit too out of it, but if you're looking for a three-pointer type of guy and you have a tall guard and you have a tall power forward, I do recommend using Kevin Durant, but a regular point guard and a shooting guard, no. And next one's going to be Paul George. Paul George is pretty much self-explanatory. I don't like his dribble animation because he comes to the right side too slow and it's a little bit too predictable. Next one's going to be Hardaway. Hardaway is one of my favorites. The dribble animation is very good, but you got a killer crossover that makes it go to the left and right. So you actually add a little bit more hesitation. The hesitation you don't really have to press because they're already the dribble signature. So I do recommend it. Iverson is pretty much self-explanatory. Iverson got the best dribble moves and you can definitely utilize that because he got a lot of fakes and he get very low to the ground so he won't steal. Next is going to be Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is pretty much self-explanatory. He definitely works on faking the defender and also go left and right. So he keeps the ball low. So you want to recommend you have a faster point guard. That's going to be Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, I don't really like a dribble move, but if you're looking for a standard dribble move, this is the way to go. If you're just looking for scoring and driving to the rim, recommend using that. Jeremy Lin is pretty much self-explanatory. He gets low to the rim. Not much you can do with him, but you can utilize it for a pass point guard. I don't like that left-right cross, but you can definitely utilize it if you want. I do recommend using it. The next one's going to be McCullough. McCullough is pretty much good. I like the way he dribbles. He just dribbled too wide for me, but his animation is a little bit tight enough for you to add mixes to it. So I do recommend using it if you're adding a mixing package with his dribble style. Parker dribble too wide. I wouldn't recommend using it. Go behind the back and through the legs too much. You can get stole or double team. Wouldn't recommend it. Derrick Rose is pretty much my favorite in the game, so I add him to all my packages. So I definitely recommend using Derrick Rose because he get low to the ground and it makes up Iverson. And next one's going to be Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas definitely good. It's tight dribble, so you can definitely utilize Isaiah Thomas because he go left and right and behind the back, so it's not stealing and the ball is tight to his body. Dwayne Wade dribble package is very good because he had crossing animation. He keep low to the ground, but he keep his feet moving, so you don't have to worry about being stealing. You can definitely cancel it to work on something else. Next one's going to be Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker animation is good. I just don't like the way he stepped in front of the defender, but you can recommend pushing off to the body if you do a spin move. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you take this and, add it to your MyPlayer builds and tell me what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm out of here, guys. Deuces.